Hey guys, this is Pondo checking in for my garage gym, Pondo's Labyrinth. Today I wanted to do a quick review video of another piece of equipment that I just acquired, known as the Monolift attachment. If you guys know what the Monolift does, the gist of it is basically you're able to lift the weight off the bar off the rack without actually having to walk it out. It's an ingenious, very simple piece of equipment, very easy to use. There is a little bit of a learning process in order to use it, but once you get it down, it'll benefit you greatly in the future. So here's the little piece off the rack. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it looks like in my hands before I install it. Very easy to install, as you can see right here, but by the weight of it, it feels like it's close to 15 to 20 pounds of steel. The price on this product, it's $250 when I purchased it, shipped. The prices of steel varies greatly from one month to the next, so depending on that and a bunch of other factors like shipping, the price of this unit may change. Anyways, I'm going to install it on the rack and give you a quick review. Here's part number one. As you can see, I just lined it up with a hole that I wanted to, lined it up to where I wanted to rack the bar from, slip it through, and screw it in. I actually contacted Rick about the type of rack that I owned. I notified him that I had a Monster RM6, basically in 3x3 posts with a 1-inch hole spacing on center. I notified him about the specs and told him, hey, I wanted something that would fit my rack specifically. It was very easy to work with Rick. He's a very talented fabricator, and this wasn't really much of an issue for him. So feel free to contact the man and let him know what kind of rack you're looking for. The specs on the rack, as you can see, this thing right here, this arm, it's about 16 inches in length. There's about 2 inches space right here for where the bar sits, and this piece right here is about 1.5 inches to where the bar doesn't slip out. There's a counterweight applied at this area. Basically what happens is you put the bar here, it swings down, but once you lift off the bar, as you can see right there, it gives you a little bit of clearance. Again, I wanted to stress how well made this part right here is. It's actually one piece of steel. There's no welds that can break, which actually increases the durability and strength of the product. So a little bit of proof of how thick this is right here. As you can see, this is about 3/4 inch of steel. So that's very strong, very powerful. On his website, it shows him he racked about 20 plates on each side of a bar and held onto this piece right here, and it was actually holding steady. I don't think anyone will ever be able to squat or bench that much weight, but if they do, I believe this piece of equipment can hold up to the challenge. A little bit closer look in between. As you can see, there's a bolt here that holds on to the Monolift attachment. Up here, you can see there's 1 and 2 brackets and a supporting cross member right here just to hold up the weight. The part that attaches to the rack, it's actually made of very thick steel, bent around. So as you can see, there's only one bolt, but it's not going to go anywhere because of how this thing is oriented to the rack itself. I'm going to go ahead and attach this piece right here to show how quickly and easily it is really to attach this this Monolift attachment to the rack. It's very easy to adjust, very easy to switch exercises. I often use this to do squats with. Oftentimes I also do it with the bench press. Here's a close example of how far the Monolift attachment swings out from the front of the rack. So as you can see right here, there's about 3.5 inches of clearance. The bar to the rack, there's approximately 6 inches of clearance. So if you pick up the bar here and you squat down, there's a good 6 inches between the bar and the rack. So unless you pitch forward severely, which isn't safe in general, you're not going to necessarily hit the rack. So there's plenty of a buffer space in between you and the rack when you do a squat. Comparison, as you can see right here, without the weight, when the Monolift actually swings back, there's about a little less than 1 inch. So there's a slight variation and difference of where the bar racks, which is plenty. And I'll show you exactly how much of a swing that it gets when you release the bar. process on how you have to align the bar on your back before you lift it. So you have to find that groove of where you put it. I'm a low bar squatter, so I have to force myself into the bar. As you can see, the monolift actually swings when you try to set up. But once you find that groove, it becomes very simple, very easy. Here's another angle, guys. Okay, and I also wanted to point out that if for you guys who have extra wide hand placing, the monolift attachment is also interchangeable. You could put this bracket right here on the other side, which actually gives you a little bit more clearance, maybe another 2-3 inches per each side to hold your hands out a little bit wider. Luckily for me, I'm not an ultra wide squatter, so this is fairly comfortable for me. As you can see right here, really excellent, very thick pieces of steel, heavy duty construction, one piece arm right here. I wanted to point out that Rick from Edge Fitness Systems, which I bought this piece of equipment from, doesn't really like to use UHMW. Now, a lot of people really like the knurling of their bar. As you can see right here, I got my Rogue Bar 2.0. It's black zinc. It's very susceptible to damage to the knurl. So what I did was I wrapped the arm with black electrical tape. It actually looks pretty decent. It flakes off after time, but it's easy to repair. Anyways, I've noticed this really protects the knurling of the bar, protects the coloring, as you can see right there. So it's an invaluable piece, addition to the piece of equipment. Anyways, guys, this is the piece of equipment that I've been using recently in my workouts. Contact Rick from Edge Fitness Systems. I'll put a little his website in the description below. Comment if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe for more future reviews. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.